Hi guys, Jenna Lane here, host of Sports Talk Live on Sports Talk 1040 The Team, and you can hear that throughout the Tampa Bay area if you haven't already done so, 3 to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. You can also stream us online at sportstalkflorida.com. We have a Listen Now feature where you can listen from literally all across the globe. I think we even have listeners as far away as New Zealand. But a number of you guys this week have been calling up, and I'm sensing more and more excitement for training camps as they approach, including Bucs training camp. And so I wanted to share with you my thoughts on the team as training camp draws closer. Now, I know a lot of people are looking forward to seeing Jameis Winston taking his first snaps, but I'm going to be focused more on the offensive line, the units that are responsible for keeping him upright and also, too, for helping that ground game get going, which that's a quarterback's best friend. Now, this unit allowed the most quarterback hits of any team in the league last year. 124 times they allowed either Josh McCown or Mike Glennon to be hit, and they gave up the fourth most sacks in the league. And so it is in desperate need of improvement. You saw what a disaster that was signing Anthony Collins last year, so they brought in second-round draft pick Donovan Smith to hopefully start at that left tackle position, but he's going to be competing with Kevin Pamphile for that spot. So those two guys are going to duke it out. A lot of inexperience between the two of those guys, but I'm fairly certain that anyone is going to be an upgrade over what we saw out of Collins. And you've also got DeMar Dotson on the opposite side. He's a lock at that right tackle position, but they even tried him at the left for a little bit. Very clear, though, that this offseason they're going to keep him at that right tackle spot. Now, Logan Mankins, he's a lock at that left guard position. Evan Dietrich-Smith, I don't see him leaving that center position. But at right guard, you have a lot of question marks too. Kadeem Edwards, Garrett Gilkey, Patrick Omameh, all those guys are all question marks. They didn't sign Dan Connolly, by the way, so all those guys are question marks. They're going to be fighting for that spot. So that's another area to keep an eye on too. Now, if this offensive line continues to struggle the way the offensive line did last year, is that the end of the world? Not necessarily, because if you remember last year, the Atlanta Falcons had a lot of struggles on their offensive line as well. And I'm sure Dirk Koetter would have loved to have had a lot of 5- and 7-step drops, really showing Matt Ryan chucking the ball downfield, but that wasn't really possible, and that's okay. Although ideally, yes, you want to be able to push the ball downfield, capitalize on those big receiving targets. But at the same time, it's not always necessary. And in fact, this past year, you saw Dirk Koetter incorporate a lot of those 3-step drops, having Matt Ryan get rid of the ball a lot quicker to be able to take advantage of the fact that, you've got a pass rush that's coming at you in your face. Let's carve teams up underneath. And I wouldn't be surprised if this team actually goes that route for Jameis Winston in those first few games, so that way he doesn't have to bite off more than he can chew, give him some manageable game plans, and again, that'll help alleviate an offensive line that still needs a lot of time and a lot of maturation in order to truly mesh. But keep checking back at sportstalkflorida.com and also on Sports Talk 1040 The Team. We're going to have a ton of training camp coverage. That includes video on our website. That also includes player interviews, both on the station and on the website, and a lot of analysis, so you don't want to miss it. With Sports Talk 1040 and sportstalkflorida.com, I'm Jenna Lane.